is what we will continue to hear every time. It has become a normal thing. It has really become a normal thing. People just hear it and just move on. And you begin to ask yourself, what strong effort is government or the Nigeria army making to subdue these people? Well, most of the time, the opposite is what we get. Now, the Boko Haram have dislodged the Nigerian army and burned down military base, which has not been happening before now. The so-called man who happens to be the president, that people thought that because when it comes to security, he has a fair knowledge on how to go about it, and that was one of the reasons they wanted him to come on board, saying that oh, the man who was a president that happens to be Goodluck Jonathan was just a civilian. He might not know much, that with Buhari everything will be fine. And you know what, things are even worse under him compared to that civilian. Members of Boko Haram Islamic State West Africa Province faction on Sunday night infiltrated Gamboru Ngala in Borno State, northeastern Nigeria. Politics Nigeria announced that the terrorists launched an offensive attack at the military base in Gamboru Central Primary School, dislodged men of the Nigerian army, and proceeded to burn down the security facility. This just happened yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Not that it happened some weeks ago. It just happened again. It is believed that this latest attack by ISWAP insurgents is a reprisal for the devastating offensive of Nigeria troops, which led to the killing of many commanders and fighters in Lake Chad Basin and Sambisa Forest. Is this not enough for the government to be moved and name the sponsors of these terrorists? Because one thing that came to mind is that how come they bring all these weapons? Because nobody's even saying that. People have asked this kind of question before, but the federal government could not even give an answer. The other day, the person that made a recent statement concerning the sponsors of this Boko Haram is Lai Mohammed, and up till now nothing has been done. They said very soon, not even minding what Malami has been saying before now. We are going to that is what we are hearing. But they are so engrossed with Nnamdi Kanu's case. We are going to expose these terrorists. Oh, we have arrested 400 people, or we have 400 people. We have their names. As if that was not enough, people have called Malami out. Name these people. Name these people. After which, I'm sure he wouldn't want to say anything again, because I think there was nothing for him to say. Before we could say Jack Robinson, Lai Mohammed came and began to give a false hope that very soon they are going to arrest them, they are going to release their names. So with this one, that these guys are doing this, and you know those who are sponsoring them, is it not enough for you to be angered in your spirit? Must even be angered, but at least with what is happening, just a question. Yet nothing will still happen. Can you imagine? Record that recent Nigeria Armed Forces airstrikes eliminated Ama Buba Danfuluna and 4 other notorious ISWAP commanders in Tumbuns and Sambisa Hazis. Of course, they should have expected this. The Nigeria Army or the federal government should have expected this. If at all that is the reason why these guys are now retaliating, they should have expected that and keep their selves very well, or fortify themselves. Dan Fulani was a senior ISWAP commander saddled with indoctrinating Fulanis and herdsmen in joining a terrorist group. He also coordinated activities of the terrorists, ranging from the deployment of spies as well as tax collectors. It was gathered that the terrorists got upset and targeted military base. They were said to have fired explosives into Ngala town and at the weekend, which also resulted to the killing of 1 civilian while 6 persons were injured. Like I said, the Nigerian army ought to have known that these guys, they want to strike back, because this is not the first time this kind of a thing has been happening. No, this is not the first time. This is not the first time. They can win a battle, but they can never win the war against the collective will of Nigeria. Very soon, God will end their reign of terror in Jesus' name. Kudos to the relentless soldiers. Let the government go for the jugular of those pesky cockroaches terrorists. That is their sponsors, financiers, leadership, sympathizers, supporters in the society, both at home and abroad. This menace will just die a natural death, not the fighting will remain as a swinging pendulum. Because no matter how many terrorists are exterminated, their leadership will replace them with relatives. Their relatives. We are just putting the lives of Nigerians and our forces on the line and on the wrong front, exhausting the ever-dwindling revenue for no just reason. This has set up a vicious circles where more people are becoming poorer by the day, making it not just easy to get recruits, but people are looking for ways to join them. That is exactly what I said. But they are not ready. When people begin to accuse the government that they are part of this whole thing, you think they are joking. What stops them with this kind of a thing? Is it not enough for them to be angry to say, no, we can't do this? Is it not enough? How can you carry out a successful operation and went to sleep when the fight was not yet over? What calibers of officers and men are we recruiting into the army these days? Brainless individuals who don't have value for their lives. 2. Boko Haram used to have slaughtering our soldiers and innocent civilians like goats for years. The day the North hands over to a southerner, some evil groups in that region will be coming up with complaints that the military, through probably a southern chief of army staff, are carrying out genocide on the North. Look at how innocent lives were being wasted daily with some idiotic and devilish northerners making billions of naira out of it. They are so happy about it. They will experience more as long as you took your Islamism. You will continue to get the repercussion. The security forces should take things for granted and relax. These guys are still strong and heartless. Nigeria is just too vulnerable. What is not the essence of Buhari that came on board? Of what use? This is normal in Nigeria today, just like taking tea and bread every day. Hi. No longer news. Okay. God will one day remember us again. It cannot continue forever. May our sins be forgiven. Are they ready? The leadership, Buhari, is he ready? They are not ready, honestly. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's have your take. This is so disheartening.